Hey guys, good morning. My name is Evelyn.
I'm a vegetarian living in China.
China has always had a bad rep for being super not vegetarian friendly. I was born and raised in China, but not as a vegetarian. However, for the past year or so, I have been keeping a vegetarian diet, and now that I've moved to Beijing and started living on my own, I've actually found many ways to eat incredibly well as a vegetarian in China, get all your varieties of food and protein sources and everything. So today I wanted to show you just what I eat on a very realistic day as a vegetarian living in China, and chat about what kind of foods are available, where I get groceries, etc.
I try to start my day with a big glass of water. Tap water is supposedly drinkable, at least in Beijing, but my apartment building is pretty old and I don't know if the tubes here are still sanitary, so I just buy these 5-gallon jugs of purified water. It's not too bad to the environment compared to the smaller bottles, and it's super convenient with an electronic dispenser.
For breakfast, I'm feeling kind of fancy today and want to make some strawberry milk.
I recently discovered there are daily clearance sales after 8 p.m. in Beijing, where they put fruits and veggies on sale at most grocery stores simply because they need to get rid of the stock before the day closes. And that's where I got these strawberries last night. They're a little bruised, but I think they're still perfectly okay for making strawberry milk. Okay, this is my favorite ingredient in the whole world, evaporated milk. It's just milk, but more concentrated. I swear to God, this makes everything taste better. I've been using it in coffee, bubble tea, chai tea, and we use regular milk here too. By this point, you must have realized I'm not vegan. I haven't even been vegetarian for that long. I kind of just decided to stop eating meat one day, and the transition, or lack thereof, hasn't been that hard for me. There's a longer story behind why I chose to be vegetarian, but hey, for now, the strawberry milk is ready and it looks freaking delicious.
Oh, can't forget my coffee.
It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am. A lot of water under the bridge.
Since becoming vegetarian, I make sure to take vitamins every day to supplement the iron and B12 that typically come from meat. These are the vitamins I use. I've been sourcing these from Taobao, which also happens to be where I buy pretty much everything else.
Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Here's a little haul I did yesterday at a grocery store clearance sale. All of these were for just $4 or €3. They don't look super glamorous, I'll be honest, but they're also perfectly good for cooking. My favorite part about these sales is that I get to discover a lot of new veggies. Like this one, xiangchun, turned out to be a popular food that people eat a lot in the spring times, especially in the south. They're all over grocery stores in Beijing around March and April. I've been checking out a lot of grocery stores in the city and honestly have just been amazed by the amount of vegetarian options available. There's always a huge variety of fruits and veggies, an overwhelming selection of different soy products, including a small army of vegan meat and a frankly excessive variety of just tofu. I'm still struggling to tell the difference, but definitely not gonna complain here.
I think I'm making a vegan beef stir fry. I've been trying a lot of soy-based meat products lately and I just found my favorite. It's spicy vegan beef. There's also a non-spicy version that's also really good. I haven't seen this brand outside of Beijing, so I think this might be a local thing.
You know, some YouTubers eat very cutely in front of the camera. I want to be cute too.
I'm trying my best to pretend the camera is a person. I don't know about you, but I'm the kind that just needs a dessert after any meal.
This is my failed attempt at making a local Beijing dessert, Huang. It's basically a cake made of split peas, sugar, and water. Super refreshing, perfect for the summer. I sweetened mine with rose jam so the color looks a little bit off, but the main issue I think is I put too much water in it because I didn't care to measure. This is why baking never works for me. I still take it as a win though for first try.
No! I'm making a pre-workout pancake. I had a lot of trouble finding an affordable and reliable protein. This is the brand that I use in China. My protein, it is a British brand. This is not sponsored. If you're also living in China and having trouble finding protein, this is the brand I use.
So once upon a time when I was young and naive, I bought 10 pounds of protein on sale only to realize it's the kind of protein that comes with a ton of carbs. So I have been using it to make protein pancakes, just for some context that no one asked for. Oh, what is this suspicious powder, you ask, and why are you shaking it so vigorously? This is fruit punch flavored pre-workout, also the biggest mistake of my life. Not the past 8 years I have spent in fruitless relationships.
It tastes exactly like cherry flavored cough syrup.
What's sizzling? Oh, it's a magical substance called Chiba tofu. It's tofu, but it tastes like mushroom and is high in protein and low in carbs. I just sauteed them in a bunch of condiments, my favorite thing in the world. Vegan oyster sauce, soy sauce, honey, lemon, and they are ready to be wrapped in another magical substance I recently discovered. Rice paper! It turns out you can find any food item on Taobao, from protein to condiments to pantry goods to produce, although I don't typically trust produce on Taobao. So produce is pretty much the only thing I get from grocery stores nowadays unless it's a real emergency. Everything else I order off of Taobao because it's cheaper, delivery is typically just 2 to 3 days, and almost always free.
Yeah, I wanna drown myself inside the juice. Yeah, you know I keep on running from the truth.
You can't really see it, but this is my little balcony garden, and I'm harvesting some mint that I grew of my
I
own.
don't fill it up. Why it's getting colder when the sun come out? Might just waste away, don't know what life about.
So I haven't been vegetarian all my life, and I really just gave up meat around this time last year. I thought I was gonna miss out on a huge variety of food. I thought I'd miss meat because I've grown up eating it, but none of that has happened so far. I hope that today I've at least managed to show you that there's a large variety of vegetarian food you can eat in China. If this was helpful, give it a like, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Bye!